Hello, everyone. I am teacher Fran, and today I'm one more time with my fiance Dawn from England. Would you like to say hello, honey?
Hello, everybody. Hello, honey. How are you?
I'm good, and you? How are you doing?
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm glad to know about it. Last time we had a very nice conversation about breakfast in England. Yeah, it was very nice. And today we are going to talk a little about dinner. In how do you usually have dinner in England? And it's not so common. People like have big meals at lunchtime, like in Brazil. Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a bit of getting used to when I came over to Brazil. So lunchtime, you will eat quite a sizable dinner. And then on dinner time, you will have something very small. Yeah, which is a good way of doing it. So your belly's not full before you go to sleep. But we do it the other way around. So lunchtime, we'll just have a light snack. Maybe it could even be a dinner, but a smaller portion. So we'd have sandwiches or soup and yogurt, fruit, them sorts of things, salads.
Um, okay, got it. So let's take a look about dinner then, yeah?
Yeah. So these are all on the evening. We have these on the evening in between 5 and 7 o'clock.
Okay, so we have this first one, traditional Sunday roast dinner. Can you explain a little how do you prepare it? It's usually for weekend, yeah? Can you say
Yeah, we
about it?
do, we do have it in the week, but it takes quite a long time to prepare. So it could take a couple of hours to 2.5 hours to prepare. The reason for the vegetables don't take long, but sometimes the different ways we do potatoes, they can take 45 minutes to an hour in the oven. And also we have a joint of meat. So it could be a whole chicken, it could be a big joint of pork or turkey, duck or beef and things like that. And we put that under a slow oven cook for around about 2 to 2.5 hours, depending on the size. So your dinner takes a longer period of time. Generally, a Sunday dinner would be like a roast dinner. So we call it a roast because we roast everything in the oven. So the vegetables will be done on the side. Um, this on the left hand side is mashed potato with swede. So it's another vegetable. Or we will mash the potato with carrots. So it comes out an orangey color. Then you can see the different types of meat there, and you've got the vegetables as well, and there's a gravy. The thing at the back that almost looks like a cake, that's made out of flour and egg, and it rises in the oven. And you can see the gravy, the sauce inside there. That makes it nice and soft because it comes out of the oven crisp, but it makes it nice and soft. And we call it Yorkshire pudding.
Okay, so you take like a long time to prepare this meal, yeah? Can you say it's like a special dinner, like to have some family around,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
invite some grandparents, let's say?
Yeah, that's what we would do as well. We'd typically invite some family around, so the parents will come around the house and you all sit down once a week and have dinner. And likewise, or you go to your parents or your grand family's houses and have dinner. It wouldn't be something that you'd have with friends. It's generally with family.
Okay, that's very nice. And we have this one, fish and chips with mushy peas. Yes, like this. Did I say correct?
You said it correct. Your English is better than mine. This is one of my favorite dishes. So we can cook it at home. The chips are fried and the fish is fried in deep oil. And these peas, what they are, they're put on the stove and the normal green peas, and you cook them and cook them and cook them until they sort of dissolve. So it becomes mushy. That's why we call it mushy peas. But we have everywhere in England, literally everywhere, we have what we call fish and chip shops. And you could just go there and you can buy it as a takeaway and come home. And it's quite expensive. most people would have fish and chips on a Friday. And sometimes people have a very small portion. It's called mini fish and chips. Let's say you're working during the day and they go to the fish and chip shop and they have small fish and chips. It's just a tiny portion, so it wouldn't be a big dinner. So, yeah, generally we would take a takeaway, but it's lovely and I can't wait for you to eat some.
Yeah, it seems very delicious. It's not healthy at all, yeah, because it's fried, yeah.
No,
But
not
it
faithful.
seems nice. Yeah. And these are bangers and mashy.
Yeah, bangers and mash, yes. So mash is another word for I was going to say it in Portuguese, but we're on an English lesson. So mash is another word for mashed potatoes. You say puree de patata, yeah? So
Yeah.
mashed potatoes, different types of veg, and bangers is sausage. We just call it bangers and mash. Really easy to cook. So you grill the sausages or put them in the oven, do the mashed potatoes on the stove, put the vegetables on the stove. It's done in minutes and it's really tasty. And we put gravy over the top, the sauce over the top.
So like when someone is working and get home very tired, he can prepare this one very easy, yeah? Very fast.
Yeah, it's a very simple dish, but it's satisfying.
Okay, yeah, it seems good. In this one, toad in the hole.
Yes. So as you can see, vegetables. So those brown things there are sausages as well. And the thing, it's a pie, it's a little pie. So that is, remember our Sunday roast dinner, the Yorkshire pudding? This is a giant version of it. So still made the same way, eggs, flours, rising flour. And also you put it in the oven, you put the sausages on it, and it cooks it all together and it rises. So it becomes like a little pie. And the name is Toad in the Hole.
Then you prepare the sauce like on a pan, like on the stove.
Yeah, so this sauce, as you've seen in most of the dinners, because we don't cook our food in sauce like you do, we prepare a sauce and pour it over. And so this sauce is a beef stock sauce. So it could be done with granules and you just put hot water in from the kettle. Or you can prepare it on the stove, like you said, put granules in, put hot water in, turn the heat up and just keep on stirring it. And then you just pour it over the dinner.
It seems that it has a nice taste.
Yeah, it's a lovely taste.
And this one, shepherd's pie. Can you explain a little about this meal?
Yeah, so shepherd's pie, basically you can see the vegetables there. It's meat and it's the mince meat, the small meat that's just finely chopped. Yeah. So shepherd's pie then is what it is. All the mince meat and sauce and the vegetables are all put into a bowl, and then mashed potatoes are done on the stove, and then you spoon it onto the pie and you spread it out. Then you put it in the oven and it gets gets baked. So you get the brown thing on top. Now we also have the same as this called cottage pie. The names come from farmers and shepherds. So shepherd's pie, shepherds normally look after sheep. So they would kill the sheep and make a shepherd's pie because it's lamb. Cottage pie is exactly the same process, but it's made with beef. Farmers look after cows and beef, stock. So they would kill that and make the same pie. So we have shepherd's pie and cottage pie, but done exactly the same, but with two different meats.
We have a similar dish like this one, Brazil, and we call escondidinho de carne. But I think maybe there is a slight difference between our dish and the way people from England prepare it.
Yeah, I had it with you, if you remember, when we went downtown, and I liked it, and it's very similar, very similar.
Yeah, that's it. Let me see. I think this is the last one we were talking about, yeah?
Yeah, it could have been the last one, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to say thank you very much one more time. It's always a pleasure to be
Nah,
with you.
it's lovely to do these with you too, and I hope we haven't made everybody hungry.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say bye bye, everyone. See you in the next class.
Bye.